It's another episode of POW Pro Wrestling right here on Wrestling with Regret. I'm Brian Zane, and Mr. Ooh La La, I am very excited for tonight's main event. We've got the war between the Massaro family and Big Ugly J.D. Bishop continuing in six-man action. But of course, our first match today is going to be quite interesting as well.
That's right, it was supposed to be Big Toco, Juicy for now against the Bad Life Choice, CADEN CASSIDY, but Juicy got caught counting sheep instead of counting the time before he had to catch his flight. So now, the Bad Life Choice has an open challenge. Who will dare trespass into the Bad Life Choice's area of violence? We'll find out right here.
CADEN CASSIDY in action. It's happening right now.
All right, CADEN CASSIDY here in action against the debuting ZEB SAINT.
ZEB SAINT, the Ring Vandal.
The Ring Vandal. From the bad side, Parkland, Washington. It's going to be a big opportunity for Saint, but you got to believe that Caden's a little frustrated. I believe he was expecting a match with Juicy for now.
He was, but he's got to wait for Juicy for later because it's not happening today.
CADEN CASSIDY, you may be bigger than me, you may be stronger than me, you may even be a little bit taller than I am. But that's okay, because there's one thing that you aren't, and that's the unbelievable. When I see you in that ring, I'm going to put you away 1, 2, 3. That easy.
Now, to Zeb's credit, he is a new opponent. I don't think Caden has prepared for him per se, but you look at the size and the strength advantage.
I'd say his confidence could be, and you know that could be a problem, but I don't think so.
Yes, overconfidence can be a killer in wrestling, especially against a smaller opponent that you misjudge. But look at that, he just ran right into, he just checked him.
Yeah, he did. He really did. That's the best way to describe it.
Oh, into the ropes.
One arm.
Wait a minute.
Low bridge. Good move, kid.
Here we go. Zeb with a bit of resourcefulness.
Zeb better capitalize.
Oh boy, yeah.
Now.
Get these fans out of the way. It's not so much clearance between the ring and the seats.
Zebediah's got a pocket out. Whoa!
Whoa! Oh, he caught him! Oh!
No, you don't!
Oh no!
Gosh!
Oh no!
I'm so glad my monitor worked on that one. Wow!
Plucked him out the sky like a pop fly.
Yeah, he did, and then threw him through the gym floor.
Now, I'm not sure if CADEN CASSIDY could do that to Juicy for now.
No,
but
no.
This was very impressive nonetheless.
Right. See, that might be something that, you wouldn't be able to do with Juicy, obviously, and then, you get a situation like this, and boom, that arose. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the stiffest part of the ring, period. End of story.
Unreal. CADEN CASSIDY is more than double the.
What is he? 300 pounds?
More than double the size of ZEB SAINT. Good Lord, and I'm surprised that was not the end right there after what we just saw.
It's gonna be the end for his back. Luckily, there's a hydro chair over there.
Yeah, there's some aqua massage things here at this facility. He'll be right as rain in no time. Once he's done picking up his lungs from the floor.
Yes.
Putting everything back in him.
Oh my goodness, including some teeth. Look out. And ZEB SAINT, I got to give him credit the fact he kicked out and is still fighting and breathing in this thing. That's very impressive.
But sometimes you can be too brave for your own good.
That's true.
When you're trying to make an impact and trying to get noticed in POW Pro Wrestling, sometimes you got to do some crazy things. And look out below.
He almost dumped him in the pool.
I think CADEN CASSIDY's having a little fun with this.
A little? Look at that. Look at it.
That swagger.
Look at that face.
Yeah, it looks like the face of someone who's having a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
That's how I look when I have the fun all the time.
He's having fun. It might not look like it to you at home, but I promise you, he's having fun.
I don't want to see him when he's angry.
No, when he does that, he throws people through gym floors.
Good Lord. Oh, my goodness. I mean, Caden at this point is just taking his time, kind of toying a bit with Zeb.
Poor Zeb.
Poor Zeb. His pockets are inside out and everything. Look at this strength of the stalling suplex. Oh.
Wonder if Zeb's ever kissed a rabbit between the ears.
My goodness, the hang time on that's got to be it. No!
No! I'll give it to him. He's got a little fight in him left. He's got a little fight in him.
Okay. Zeb is making this a challenge. He's making this a fight, it seems.
He needs to start fighting back.
Yeah, you're right, because you can kick out, but if you don't try to strike, or if you don't try to hurt your opponent,
you gotta
get some kind of wrestling move going.
Fight to win. Fight to win. That's what Zeb's got in mind now.
Oh!
Okay, at some point the referee, Buddy Ruth, is going to have to step in here.
He might want to get in there.
That
make
guy's
sure.
not eating nothing but smoothies for like another week. That's, good Lord.
Oh, he's got him up again. Another fallaway slam, perhaps. Here it comes.
Oh, Zeb.
On his feet. I think it surprised
Yeah,
him.
he doesn't even know.
Oh,
There you go, Zeb.
drop kick to the lower half.
He's surprised. Zeb's surprised he got a move off.
Reminds me of me when I wrestled Mustafa Saeed many years ago.
Oh my God.
I believe it.
There's a throwback for
Actually,
you.
it was there.
Here we go. Zeb now.
Oh,
biggest chance he's going to have
it's
all
over.
match, and it's
It's
over.
over.
Oh, my God.
Zeb's dead, baby.
Zeb is dead.
Back to Washington for you, Zeb.
Now I know why he's the ring vandal.
You know, graffiti is considered a form of vandalism.
Graffiti, yeah, right?
And CADEN Cassidy just painted Zeb
Yes.
all over the walls of the Croc Center tonight.
Absolutely.
Big statement win for CADEN Cassidy. You got to believe that Juicy Finale was on his mind. But I think that this win here against a hard-fighting ZEB Saint will be enough of a consolation prize this week here on POW Pro Wrestling.
An impressive victory for CADEN Cassidy. ZEB Saint, God bless him, he tried his best, but his best was not good enough.
That's right. It's a bad life choice. CADEN Cassidy picked him up and flicked him across the ring like Scott Hall would flick a toothpick.
That's right, you gotta believe when Juicy Finale comes back to POW Pro Wrestling, the war between he and CADEN will hopefully happen in the future.
And let's not forget that Jaden, too, he has eyes on CADEN Cassidy.
Right, we heard those words from Jaden during that match. Now let's talk about this week's main event, the war between the Massaros and Big Ugly JD Bishop. It continues on here in this six-man tag team match.
That's correct. We have Vinnie and the Blanchard brothers taking on Big Ugly and the Bash brothers, and the Big Ugly team wins. He gets any match he wants against Vinnie Massaro.
That's right, the fate of the future of the POW Pro Wrestling Championship could rest in Big Ugly's hands.
Oh, baby, listen here. We are no strangers to the sport of professional wrestling, and we are no stranger to the Blanchard brothers. We've already faced them once before, okay? And we know what the outcome was, and the outcome wasn't exactly what we were expecting, but the outcome wasn't fair. Why wasn't that fair, Chris?
Well, I'll tell you, Dave. They grabbed those trunks, they opened them up, and they pulled out a nice metal rod to club me in the face with. Well, Blanchard's, Vinnie, not this time. Why? Because we are teaming up with our mentor, Big Ugly. You see, Vinnie, it's really sad that it's finally got to come down to this. You want to go against the Blanchard brothers? That's great if this was 20 years ago. I went out and got two guys that I know can get it done. So tonight, Massaro family, we're going to leave you drunk, beaten up, broken, just like Johnny Depp did after that girl took a dump in his bed. And if you think you're going to walk away tonight, Vinnie, and not get beaten up, not only are you crazy, you must be stupid!
Ladies and gentlemen, time for your main event of the evening with major championship implications as Big Ugly JD Bishop and the Bash brothers take on the Massaro family. They're representing Uncle Sal, and they're representing his cause, whatever it may be. Here's the caveat, Jonas. If Big Ugly's team wins, that means Ugly gets a match of his choosing, any match he wants, against Vinnie Massaro. You gotta believe, with the bad blood between those two that has really boiled over this year alone, you gotta believe Ugly's got a lot of ideas as to what he wants to put Vinnie through.
Yeah, you said it. All the thing, I mean, making him watch his kids suffer in a match like that, I mean, any parent in the world would lose their mind over something like that. Uh-oh. That's right, make him wait for it.
Yep. Vinnie Massaro, he's no dummy. He knows Big Ugly wants a piece, and he's going to bide his time. Vinnie, the POW Pro Wrestling Champion, he defeated Titus Alexander in that brutal Sicilian Street fight And that was Titus Alexander's first offense. Massaro family has been ruling with an iron fist in POW Pro Wrestling ever since.
They sure have. They got the Blanchards in the fold. They got, Malcolm Flex, the up-and-coming blue chip.
That's right. They have been molding Malcolm Flex in their design and really giving him a world-class education. But here you got Ugly and Jeremy Blanchard. These two definitely no strangers to each other. These guys wrestle each other up and down the West Coast for years. Portland, Sacramento, and all points in between and beyond.
That's right. I used to watch the, Ugly, Vinnie, and the Blanchards on Portland Wrestling TV.
That's right. Back when Ugly and Vinnie were tag team partners, tag team champions, warring with the Blanchards then. So imagine my surprise to see the Blanchards working alongside Vinnie all these years later.
Hey, money talks.
That is certainly the case, and when you're the Blanchards, having worked with them extensively, I know, as prideful as they are as wrestlers and competitors, they're also very money-driven.
Uncle Sal's got deep pockets.
Deep pockets. Yeah, Chris Ross here, fighting Jeremy, exchanging holds. Black Sheep Dave Turner looking on alongside Big Ugly. In comes Bubba now. Now, you're not going to see too many holds and counter holds and really technical wrestling from this individual.
I think technically you can call it wrestling.
I mean, it's wrestling to somebody.
A lot of quick tags in and out. Like to see that.
That's right. Good strategy here by the Massaro family. The Bash brothers are good friends of Big Uglies, but they are not used to teaming together. We saw the Bash brothers save Ugly last week in that match with Malcolm Flex, ending in a disqualification. That's what got us this match in the first place. Ross with the big body slam, and in comes Ugly. He wants a piece of Vinnie. He's gonna get, nope, not gonna get it this time.
Wisely scooting back to his corner.
We've got Jeremy back in the ring now.
You gotta wonder if Ugly's gonna be too distracted about wanting to get his hands on Vinnie that he's not gonna be able to focus on being in there with the Blanchards.
To give you an idea of how, oh, look at this.
Oh.
Look at that. Hey, you want to wear a t-shirt when you wrestle, be my guest, but don't be surprised if it's used against you.
Come on, referee.
Look out, he's trapped.
Oh.
My goodness, that was some pretty innovative stuff. Pretty clever use of the environment around you by Big Ugly.
How's that any different than pulling the tights?
Good point. I don't really have an answer for that one. Here you see Ugly here. Here's an idea, though, to give you an idea of the history with these guys, though, these teams. I remember when JD Bishop was JD Blanchard for a bit. He was actually part of the Blanchard family. That's how deep they run. And there was also Dynasty Blanchard. A lot of Blanchards in there.
The history runs deep between these four.
Here we go, Dave Turner now with that arm lock applied. On to old JB, Jeremy Blanchard.
Look at the arms on Dave Turner.
Exactly. Turner's been working out. He's getting real cut. Probably took some pointers from Big Ugly. Oh my goodness, Ugly. It's worth pointing out, he's back in the ring for the first real time in almost a year. 9 months he was out with that arm injury. His match with Malcolm Flex last week was his first piece of action back in quite some time. So he's got some of that ring rust shaken off and hoping to get a victory here. Oh, big old avalanche splash by Double B, Double Bad. Double rib displacement. Bubba Blanchard here driving those shoulders in.
Paintbrushes him.
Oh, now hang on, wait a minute. Wait a minute, you don't get physical with the referees here.
A DQ still counts as a win for Ugly.
That's right. Yeah, Bubba's got to think straight. He almost cost his boss the not the championship, but oh my goodness. Almost cost him the advantage, that's for sure.
Bubba's not much of a thinker, he's more of a doer.
That is true, he's definitely a think second later individual. You gotta be wondering the evil machinations, the evil ideas Big Ugly has right now as Vinnie Massaro working over Dave Turner off the ropes. Think of all the different match types. Oh, all the different matches that Ugly has run through in his mind thinking, what's the best way I can punish Vinnie Massaro for everything he's done? And look at this again. For the third time now, Vinnie wants no part of Big Ugly.
making him wait. It's the champion's prerogative.
You know, you are technically correct, the best kind of correct.
That's right.
But that doesn't make it right.
Right and wrong are all matters of perspective, Zane.
Bubba Blanchard letting the referee know, give him a piece of his mind. But you see that cheap shot there by Jeremy in the corner?
I could not, because the mountain of a man, Bubba Blanchard, was obstructing my view.
I think it was the point of Jeremy's elbow that came down on the back of his head. That being Ugly's. Prone and going off the ropes. Ugly counter that whip. Look at that! The lifting leg clothesline, knocking Jeremy down. Could be it. No. I mean, think of the, I'm still trying to think of the match types that Ugly could think about putting Vinnie through. Maybe some kind of no-holds-barred match. Maybe, you know, I hear Coal Miner's Glove mentioned every 3 days.
All right. You don't need to start giving him any ideas, all right?
Here we go. Chris Ross getting some more ring time here. Oh! Right in the noggin of Jeremy Blanchard. Oh, but look at that, the ring awareness, pulling Ross in face first into the turnbuckle.
And that's the discrepancy in experience right there. Lured him into the corner.
That's right. They can bend the rules to their will here. And now you see Vinnie breaking the nose, just grabbing it, tearing at it.
Not gonna lie, I never thought I'd see the day where Big Ugly and Vinnie Massaro would be at odds with each other.
It really beggars belief. Hard for me to believe it too, knowing the history these two have, but when it comes down to it, sometimes it's all about the money, it's all about the championship gold, and that one has driven a wedge between these two guys. Vinnie now, snapmare takedown. Oh. Into the big elbow drop. Look at this. You can see that look told the story by Vinnie Massaro, looking right at Ugly as he was doing it.
Comes the human
look at that.
himself.
Going to crush the cranium, digging the fingers into the eyeballs. Bubba Blanchard's a wild man in there.
He certainly is.
Not wearing boots, for God's sake.
Oh, just clawing at the eyes.
Blanchard, he's got some words for the referee, too. He's just got beef with everybody.
Few people have a temper like Bubba Blanchard.
Yeah, you'd be screaming at everybody, too, I guess. Now, right, you got Chris Ross covered here. No, look at that. Okay, well, that surprises me. I get wanting to put more pressure on your opponent. I get wanting to send a message. But the Massaro family, it would behoove them to get this match over and done with and hit the road.
Yeah, there's too much at stake in this match to be toying around with anybody.
Considering how badly Big Ugly wants a piece of Vinnie Massaro, you got to think the strategy here is to try and end this as fast as possible. Oh, big driving elbow drop into the base of the neck. Chris Ross.
Trying to fight his way back now. James to spin him around and get to his own corner.
Ross needs to use that
Dangerously
center of gravity. There's a push like a sled in the football drills. Oh, you got in the corner there, but look. Nope, referee didn't catch the tag. He didn't see the tag. For all intents and purposes, Ugly was supposed to be the legal man of that match, but the referee was caught off guard at the last second.
Well, you've been a constant proponent of needing a second referee out here. That time that could have helped them out.
We might look into that. We've got a lot of things we're looking into here at POW Pro Wrestling. I'll tell you what, Vinnie now, with a big chin lock, got to make sure it doesn't turn into a sleeper or a choke of some kind.
Putting a squeeze on him. Needs to lean into him a bit more, make him carry both their weight. Help drain his energy a bit faster.
Real arm one is down.
No, he's not done. Oh, big elbow.
Oh, look at that, Chris Ross fighting back, getting the, coming right off the ropes. That last ditch effort.
You know, I was thinking earlier, he's built like a Terry Gordy, just lariats like him too, looks like.
But Ross is too beaten down to capitalize, make a pinfall, or get that tag in a fastidious manner.
Yeah, something what he's got left.
There we go. Tag is made to Big Ugly. Tag is made to Jeremy Blanchard. And right now, Big Ugly has a lot on his mind. He wants to get all that aggression out on the Massaro family.
I think the Blanchards just came in. I don't know if Vinnie made a tag. He's in the
I believe Jeremy was the legal man. I believe he tagged in.
Yeah.
Over the cover here, no. Not enough.
Oh, Vinnie.
Now Vinnie is in the ring here. What do we got? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think Vinnie realizes what he just did. He just got himself right into the ring in the Lion's Den with a very pissed off Big Ugly. Throwing the right hands. Ugly now finally getting his hands on Vinnie Massaro after waiting for months for vengeance. No! Big clothesline takes him down. He's got the elbow. Right now you gotta believe Ugly picturing the things he wants to do.
Cutter.
To Vinnie Massaro. Should he win this match? And look at that. Look at the wherewithal to roll out of the ring. Oh, Dave Turner in the ring now with Bubba.
No love lost between the Blanchard Bros and the Bash Bros.
That's right, this feud going back several weeks ago on our tag team special episode.
Where did Vinnie or Ugly going? They went to the back.
All right, you've got Ugly and, yeah, they're gone. They're no longer a factor in this match. Apparently, we are down to the Blanchards and the Bash Brothers here. Six-man tag is suddenly morphed into a 2-on-2. Dave Turner, now look at the strength to pick up Bubba.
Oh.
Bringing him down. Now wait, two.
They got him.
They got him. Here are your winners. Big Ugly J.D. Bishop and the Bash Brothers.
You must be stupid.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That match, the match is over. The Blanchards aren't done. They got, dropping them. Talking about sore losers here.
Not happy with the result.
Now wait, wait a minute.
Oh, that's gonna be a fine.
Why is this? I think they're complaining maybe the wrong Blanchard might have been pinned in that affair, Jonas, that end there. Oh no. Now wait a minute, this is some fines right here. Striking the referees. What is he doing? Look at this. Jeremy just took the belt off one of our referees.
Uh-oh.
Where's J.D. Bishop? Where's Vinnie Massaro? The Blanchard brothers are going into business for themselves. Whipping Chris Ross. He almost whipped his own partner in the head.
Where's the security?
Oh my goodness, he's whipping them both simultaneously with that leather strap.
And there's Vinnie back out.
I can't believe the disrespect. It's bad enough they can't handle losing. You have a problem with who got pinned, take it up with me, take it up with the officials, but don't take him out like that. Don't steal a man's belt. This is ridiculous. Vinnie Massaro says he's the man. This is getting ridiculous. It's out of hand. The Blanchards have totally taken over. It's total bedlam in their ring. We need more officials out here.
There's absolute chaos out here right now.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if you would call it, no. Vinnie Massaro tearing up signs. The Blanchards are just completely taking the Bash Brothers to task here. Match is over. Big Ugly's won his match. He gets his opportunity.
He's choking away at him.
But Vinnie couldn't help but run away the entire time. The Blanchards, the Massaro family, they may have lost the match, but there's no question who believes they're still standing tall on top of the mountain in POW Pro Wrestling.
First of all, the wrong one got pinned. We weren't legal. Go back and roll tape, Mr. Zane. We've been talking about play-by-play for weeks now.
Brian Zane, I need to talk to him ASAP. Uncle Sal needs to talk to him right now, Brian Zane.
The phone call is in! They pinned the wrong man! That filthy piece of trash, Big Ugly, dares lays his hand on the messiah of the entire empire, Vinnie Massaro, the Massaro family leader! That is why we took that leather and we skinned your hide, Bash Brothers! We skinned your hide on the holidays and Christmas time and on Valentine's Day! I'm gonna play that video back so I can listen to that leather tear at your flesh! Tear at your flesh! The wrong guy got pinned! You're trying to make the Massaro family look stupid! You're the ones that are gonna look stupid! Cause the Massaro family, Big Legs, Vinnie Massaro, Jeremy Blanchard, Bala Blanchard, we're coming for you, and that leather is gonna take off more flesh.
What a wild, frenetic main event that was, mister. And in the end, Big Ugly's gonna get what he wants. By beating the Massaro family, he's picked his poison for the POW Pro Wrestling Championship. So you gotta believe, Vinnie Massaro might be holding on to that belt a little bit closer tonight.
That's right. Vinnie will have nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, as we saw here, as Ugly has chosen a lumberjack match. So it'll just be him and Vinnie in the ring. No escape, no surrender.
Lots of bad blood between those two. We'll get to that match soon, but first let's talk about next week's show, POW Pro Wrestling, right here on Wrestling with Regret. First off, who will become Dr. Cleaver's new tag team partner? We're going to find out in the first ever Dr. Cleaver Invitational Battle Royal.
That's right. Ever since breaking up with Derek Drexel, Dr. Cleaver wants a young, supple young mind to twist and distort in his own violent image, and we'll find out who that person is next week.
Then in our main event, the Midnight Heat, Ricky Gibson and Eddie Pearl take on the new pairing of Nick Wayne and Titus Alexander. Couple of young guns, couple of young studs here in POW Pro Wrestling, looking to make a name for themselves, but can they topple who's widely considered to be the best tag team on the West Coast?
I don't know. I don't think the Jonas Brothers could outdo Motley Crue, do you?
Well, that's a debate for later. But until then, folks, for Mr. Ooh La La, I'm Brian Zane, and we'll see you next time.